was right with his partner. Let's see if Narsa, and there's Narsa right there.
Cody Cam.
So now you got 3 Polaris out there. It is 2 Henches' sled with the Judnick Motorsports sled of Corin Todd in second.
Mike, I got to tell you, that triple of that first 3 jumps there might have hurt Corin Todd because Cody Cam kept the sled on the ground and caught him and passed him. So, over the Amsoil finish line, 1's in the books, and Cody Cam is your leader.
Todd in second, Narsa in third, then Renheim, Tremblay, 2 more teammates, Muller in 6th, Pauline in 7th.
There's Peter Narsa, that's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th on your screen right there with Renheim right behind him. Narsa looks to the inside of Todd. He can't make the move there. He'll look to the inside once again, coming out of the cat corner.
Boy, and watch him as they bunch up here. I'll tell you what, Renheim won't be afraid of trying to get a ski underneath those guys and make a move.
Down the stretch they come towards the Amsoil finish line. You see the battle going on for 3rd, as looks like Adam Renheim's going to take the outside of Peter Narsa, Mike.
Take the outside, and if he does that, oh, look at that, Narsa went high, so Renheim down underneath,
and
they're just about bar to bar.
Corin Todd went off the racetrack over there, our 2nd place rider. Something happened, I believe, to his sled, and he is out of this race now.
Well, that shook him up, and then you'll have Narsa in 2nd, or will he be?
We're hearing that Corin Todd jumped the start. We called a good hole shot. Apparently, the official didn't think it was so good.
No, and they may have thrown a black flag, so that means that he has to, let this field go by. A tough break for the driver out of Judnick Motorsports. But look at this, Renheim now all of a sudden, he was a 2.5 seconds a lap, that last lap faster than Cody Cam. Ran a 39.181. That is getting around this racetrack.
And he's reeled him in even more. The 3.11 is your 2nd place rider. That's Adam Renheim. Let's take a look at this whole shot.
Way on the left-hand side. This is the sled we want to watch right there. Yeah, he may have just barely jumped it.
Well, that's what the official said, and he has served his penalty, and he is racing once again. Meanwhile, still up front, the lead is just a second now for Cody Cam on that 53 Pirtek Henches Polaris. Down the stretch he goes. He triples the Air Force flyaway.
Yeah, Renheim again about a 0.5 seconds faster that last lap. He shaved off a 0.5 seconds. And like Hawk said, only about a second between your leader, Cody Cam, and Adam Renheim.
4.5 laps to go in this pro qualifier. Cody Cam is the man on point. Down the stretch he comes towards the Amsoil finish line. We'll set the field again as they now have 2 laps to go in this pro qualifier.
4.5 to 2.
It is Cam out front. Renheim in 2nd. He loses a little ground that last lap. Narsa in 3rd, then it's Tremblay and Kyle Pauline in 5th.
Cody Cam again into the Sunoco turn, making his way towards the cat corner. Smooth as silk with no issues for your leader right now. As you can see, as you mentioned, Mike, he's put some distance between himself and Renheim as he heads towards the white flag when he hits that Amsoil finish line.
It was 1.3 seconds. Look at the interval this time. Oh, man, 2.2 seconds. So put almost a second on him that last lap.
Round 5 was not a good one for Cody Cam. But tonight, so far in this pro qualifier, Cody Cam serves notice. He's the man to beat at Canterbury tonight.
Yeah, Cody qualified 7th in round 5, ended up in 12th. Not a good night for him, nor for Peter Narsa. Narsa qualified 13th and ended up 10th.
Out of the GoPro corner and headed for the Amsoil finish line, the 53 Pirtek is your winner. Cody Cam takes this pro qualifier at Canterbury Park. Comes across in 2nd. Looks like Peter Narsa holds on for 3rd, and Tim Tremblay moves up to 4th place. So there you go, Mike. Cody Cam, a very strong run. Corin Todd was able to make up another spot, but that's a heartbreaker for Corin. He got out of there just screaming. And then Cody Cam gets around him. Adam Renheim, though, we got to talk about the race he had as well. comes Cody Cam.
He shaved off half a second, and like Hawk said, only about a second between your leader, Cody Cam, and Adam Renheim.
The 53 Pirtek is your winner. Cody Cam takes this pro qualifier at Canterbury Park.
Going out and basically leading that whole entire race, what was the motivation for tonight?
Definitely lots of motivation when I get a good start, but that was the toughest track I've ever rode, I think, with the snow bikes. Like, they almost destroyed it for snowmobiles, but it looked like a cool snow bike track for a few laps.
Well, good luck the rest of the night.
There you go. Cody Cam takes the win. I tell you, though, Adam Renheim was fast.
He was. You know, I want to make reference to, we've talked about teams. If you look at this, Team Henches finished first and third. On the other hand, Team Warner finished second and fourth. So, you know, this team concept is really becoming interesting and fun to watch.
It certainly is. Heat 1 in the books now. Round 1, Heat 2 of your pro division. About to go green at Canterbury Park. Momentarily going to starters' orders. Away from the track's starting line.
Boy, Pelaya got a good start in the middle there. He is going to move out front, Hawk, and his teammate right behind him.
Yes, the stud boy. Whole shot goes to Aki Pelaya, and you called it. Elias Ishwal right behind him as they head into the FXR turn. Almost off the track goes Aki Pelaya.
Yeah, he went up high, lost a lot of his drive, and, you know, you look at who passed him underneath. Look at, there's Benham, and right behind Benham was also making a move. That is Lincoln Lemieux. Look at these guys bunched up front.
But Aki Pelaya is right back after his teammate. He'll look to the inside. It's Elias Ishwal. It's Aki Pelaya. It's Brett Nostella as they head towards that Amsoil finish line.
Here again, you wonder about racing orders. Both Aki Pelaya and Elias Ishwal, teammates. Elias last night was behind Aki Pelaya and gave him a little nudge. Then he backed off a bit and allowed Aki Pelaya to win the heat. Let's see what kind of racing they race tonight.
And look at Aki Pelaya out of nowhere. Comes to the inside of his teammates. Tries to make a move. Can he make it stick? Not right now.
Boy, he put some body English in it there. Tried to muscle that sled to get the right side to dig so he could get around his teammate. No go.
They head once again down the front stretch towards the Amsoil finish line. Your leader continues to be Elias Ishwal, your points leader through 5 rounds of Amsoil Championship Snocross.
Both the Jimmy John sleds out of Boss Racing running 1 and 2, but we look back in third. Daniel Benham's got a good run going on his Artie Cat.
A rough landing for Elias Ishwal as your leader loses ground to his teammate once again. But that time pulls him out of the corner as Aki bogs a little bit in the turn.
Yeah, he kind of like he slid it in there and it took some of the drive away from him, and that allowed Elias to pull out just a bit.
Once again, headed down the front stretch in front of this great crowd of fans at Canterbury Park, Elias Ishwal continues to lead this Pro Open qualifier.
Boy, the young lad out of Norway looking extremely strong here. And this is the way we seen him race last night in round 5, too. He looked very strong.
Ishwal into the Sunoco turn. Really throwing his body weight around to keep that sled going strong.
You know, Pelaya was a lot closer. He now about almost a second and a half behind. We'll watch him and see if he's making up any ground this last lap.
Boy, I got to tell you, Mike, these racetracks change lap after lap, and we go to different racetracks all year long. That said, I've not seen racers have to fight their sleds as much as I have so far here tonight. This is really something.
Look at these two guys. Ishwal runs a 38.397. Pelaya a 38.380. Wow. Those two guys are on a rail.
The best lap time so far to Aki Pelaya. The 38.380 is your fastest lap of the race.
That was the last lap of this race.
Once again, your leader, the 200 sled right there on your screen, is Elias Ischel, your points leader through tonight. Crosses the Amsoil finish line with 2 laps to go in this Pro Qualifier.
You see Pelaya there, even being about a second behind his teammate, still taking roost, taking that hand up to clean off his goggles. It's like Josie reported from Blair Morgan, there's going to be a lot of roost on this racetrack tonight, and it's going to be wet and it's going to be sticky.
Elias Ischel continues to lead as you see Brett Nostala, right? I should say Daniel Benham, who's running third right now, has reeled in Aki Pelaya a little bit in that second spot. So far, right now it's Aki Pelaya, but a good run once again for Daniel Benham.
Well, and Logan Christian, too. Logan just ran a 38.219. That's the fastest lap of this qualifier.
These racers are figuring out this racetrack as laps go by. The man who's got it all figured out so far is that man, Elias Ischel, on the number 200 sled. Your points leader is your leader with a half a lap to go.
2.5 seconds left to go. All he's got to do is make it through the plunge of this big sweeping turn, and the win should be his.
He'll head for the final turn, and out of the Country Cat corner, headed for the checkers, the Jimmy John sled of Elias Ischel takes this Pro Qualifier. Aki Pelaya will come across in second, Daniel Benham in third, and Logan Christian will round out your top 4.
Wow. Rest of your order. Out of Woody's Racing on that Sunoco Racing Fuel RD Cat, Johan Ludman. Then it's Montana Jess, again another Woody's Racing sled. Brett Nostala out of Studboy, and Lincoln Lemieux, after a strong start, ending up again with a problem.
Interesting. You know, Mike, I want to mention, you said something right before that race started about teammates. First and second teammates once again.
I know.
There's something to be said for that. I think you're right.
It's just crazy.
Starting line.
Boy, Pelaya got a good start in the middle there. He is going to move out front, Huck, and his teammate right behind. These guys bunched up front.
But Aki Pelaya is right back after his teammate. Look at Aki Pelaya out of nowhere, comes to the inside of his teammate, tries to make a move. Can he make it stick? Not right now. Out of the Country Cat corner, headed for the checkers, the Jimmy John sled of Elias Ischel takes this Pro Qualifier.
Elias ending up on top, but let's talk a little bit about the challenge, whether it is a challenge or not, battling your teammate.
Yeah, the track changed a lot, when the weather is so warm like now, and the snow changed every time, and yeah, Aki was behind, and he was fast, and I just needed to stay in, tried to find those good lines and just stay up there.
Good luck the rest of the night.
It's going to be fun all season long to watch those two young teammates battle, because they're both very fast on those freaky fast sleds from Jimmy John's.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And again, you know, as we move on, it'll be interesting to see how these guys do in round 2. Some of them that had to come through the LCQ last night may make it into the final if they have good finishes in the next round of qualifying.
Up next, round 2, heat 1 of the Pro Light division. Now, will the Pro Lights also decide to triple those first 3 jumps in the U.S. Air Force Flyaway on the backstretch? That'll be a separator, I do believe, because I know some of these guys will go bonsai and go for it. Nisi Kellstrom, Jacob Blanchen, Jacob Urick, Riley Bester, Cameron Anderson, Jay Lura, R.J. Roy, and Tori Gustafson, your 8 sleds in this round 2, heat 1 of Pro Light. And that's some of the best racers in this class in this first heat right there. Once again, Mike Schroeder, Chris